Are you feeling lost? Like nothing makes sense anymore? You may be experiencing what is called the dark night of the soul. Make sure you stay toward the end because I ask an extremely important question that will further help you in dealing with this overwhelming pain. In this journey, you'll face inner turmoil, uncertainty, and a profound sense of emptiness. But remember, this darkness is a necessary part of your growth. But first, what exactly is a dark night of the soul? This term originated from a mystic and poet, John the Cross, who describes a period of deep spiritual crisis and inner turmoil. It's a time when the soul is faced with existential questions, profound doubt, and a sense of spiritual desolation. During this time, you may question your purpose, your beliefs, and even question your life has any meaning at all. It can be an overwhelming and lonely experience. Now you might be wondering, why would anyone be willing to go through such a difficult experience? If you would like to get a deeper understanding of the spiritual world, please click the subscribe button below to be notified when I put out these in-depth videos. So the dark night of the soul serves as a crucible for spiritual growth, pushing us to confront our deepest fears, shed limiting beliefs, and ultimately lead us toward an enlightenment and self-realization. I remember when I went through my dark night of the soul, my wife had just left me, which took me to a depression level that I have never felt before. The funny thing about it wasn't about my wife leaving. It was that I felt this overwhelming failure with everything I tried to do in my life. And in a week or two, I found myself into my darkest days. The thoughts of ending it all filled my days. Then one day I was feeling exceptionally destroyed, and I took this gun that I had and put it to the bottom of my chin without even thinking. But my higher self was not having any of that, and the gun flew out of my hand and hit the wall about 15 foot away. It was at this point that I knew that I had hit the bottom. So leave me a comment below if you hit rock bottom during your dark night. But there is hope in all this darkness. Within the depths of your despair lies the opportunity for transformation and rebirth. You can find light within this darkness, and that is exactly what I did. It brought about the start of my spiritual awakening. There are a few keys that you can use to pull yourself out of this dark night. The main key is to embrace the discomfort. Allow yourself to feel the pain and face your fears. I spent a few weeks going over all of my so-called failures in life. I tried not to let any details out. I'm not going to lie to you. It was one of the most painful things I've ever done. I could have filled a bucket with the amount of tears that came out of my eyes. It is through this process that you will discover your true self. So the next key is to seek guidance and support. Connect with loved ones, mentors, and professionals who can help you navigate the challenging period. You don't have to go through this alone. I know I felt ashamed to let anyone know that I was a big failure. But when you're about to blow your head off, nothing seems to really matter. For me, the help just came. I met my first mentor that showed me all kinds of things that I never would have believed was even possible in a million years. It gave me a new understanding of what life was about. It sent me in a totally new direction. The deeper I went, the more support I received. Another important key is to practice self-care. Engage in activities that bring you joy and comfort. Nourish your mind, body, and soul. Allow yourself to heal and grow. The great thing about the dark night of the soul is that you reach the bottom and you seem to have no fear about anything. I did everything from spoon bending to ayahuasca ceremonies. My whole life was about helping everyone else. I never took the time to help myself. The saying, "it's hard to help others when you can't help yourself," very true. As you embrace it, you begin to see glimmers of light. Trust in the power of resilience and the human spirit. We are so much more powerful than we actually know. Ultimately, the dark night of the soul is a transformative experience. It's an invitation to create a more authentic, fulfilling life. So if you're currently in the midst of a challenging journey, stay strong. Keep searching for the light within. You're not alone, and you will emerge from the darkness stronger than before. And if you have no one in the moment, send me a message below. I will more than happily talk to you. So the question that I mentioned in the beginning is, who is all this pain happening to? To most, this is a straight up answer to this. And the answer would be, well, me, of course. But is it? So there's a second question that goes along with this. And that question is, who is observing this pain? These are actually two very deep spiritual questions, and they can be answered in this video that I have right here. Namaste.